Definitely need a bot gank, so I'm going to signal that. Jax and Morgana took out our tower. And I'm not going to be able to take them on one at a time. Again, Morgana's, her stun ability really is effective at taking out me. If I use my channeling ability to leap in there, she can just run back as soon as I get stunned, and I'm sitting there swiping at air for 6 attacks. That's one thing that I found that playing Warwick isn't as effective as I thought it was. A lot of people don't realize you can just walk away from it unless you're stunned after the 2 seconds, I mean. And if she's got her shield up and she can absorb the stun, which I guess is magical based, it doesn't work out as well. So I got Rise the Rogue Mage, who's 2 levels higher than me. Actually, he's 4 levels higher than me, who's going to help me gank, hopefully. Never mind, he just revealed himself, so he's in trouble. He's bottom is missing, so I want to give him an MIA call, just like you would in Dota. Be polite to your teammates and try to help them with the map awareness. Oh, my voice is killing me, and I don't think I have any drinks nearby, so that's going to be kind of rough. I just started a new job, and it's a nighttime shift, and although I'm a gamer and used to kind of taking a lot of those long hours, working for those long hours is a little bit tricky, so I'm going to have to take some time and get used to that. So, excuse me if I sound a little groggy. Ooh, Rise just had a really good ultimate on the Chrono Mage, which he just barely made it out of there. Ollie Star in mid is going to come for trying to gank mid a little bit. Right now I'm just creeping and trying to hold bot by myself. Trying not to do too many intensive things that are going to distract me from the game, but it looks like I might have been a lot more useful mid because mid's got a good-sized gank on it right now. The Flash ability was just used by the enemy Malphite to escape. Flash is basically like the Blink in Dota or in Warcraft from the Warden's Blink. It's a summoner ability that you can use to either escape or chase people. Or it's a really good initiator ability too. I've seen it used very effectively. I don't typically use it. I was trying to make use of the cripple ability, which is a slow, because I found disables to be very, very effective in this game. And the heroes that don't have disables are pretty useless for the most part. So whatever you can do to increase your effectiveness to your team is I thought was going to be a good thing, but what ends up happening is the slow doesn't last for long, and I don't think it's as effective. So my creep is back up, which is good. So I'm going to use my smite ability to try to take him down quicker and get my rune. It's going to last a good amount of time. Not as much, again, unless I went to that ability in my talent tree that makes the runes last a little bit longer. But my lifesteal now at level 8 is good enough to where I don't need to use my Hungering Strike ability while I'm creeping. He's one of the few heroes in the game that are very effective at creeping at lower levels. Warwick is. However, it's very predictable. If you have a Warwick in the game, he's probably going to be creeping. I'm going to use that Hungering Strike just so I can quickly terminate that creep, and then I'm going to cut bottom because our bottom tower's getting in trouble there. And there's a Chrono guy there who's an Int hero and very, very weak to my ultimate, although he is a few levels higher than me, so let's see how well he does. Okay, he ends up using his increased speed ability, although his movement speed isn't as high as mine. Mine's 401 and his is 391, but he's still able to get the jump on me. To increase his run speed through an ability that he has that makes him go faster. He has an ability that's like the Tinker in Dota that allows him to refresh all his abilities. So one of his abilities is to either slow enemies or increase speed of allies, including himself, so for a short duration. So it's basically just like a quick run speed buff. Okay, now my teammate wants me to do the dragon, so this time I will listen to him and try to help him out. There is a dragon who is got about 5,620 hit points, so that's about 5 times the hit points I got. But me and my teammate together could probably take him out, especially now that I just got smite up again, so we'll be able to take him out and get another rune from him, I believe, or we get just a bonus in general. I'll let you know. It's been a while since I've killed him, so let's see what happens. Alright, I ended up killing him. We get a good bit of bonus gold, and I'm about to head to the river on top. We're looking like we see if we can get a gank on this Singed hero, who's kind of like has like a tiny toss ability, which is really nice, and he's also a really good tank. I'm going to run over there. Oh, Morgana came in, so I'm going to target Singed here and see if I can get a kill off on him, and we should be able to kill him. Yes, got him. That was a really good ability. Like I said, his ultimate works well if you can get other disables to work in conjunction with you. Just timing the disables, because the 2 seconds they're stunned using his ultimate isn't very effective. It's not very long, and again, people can usually run away from it. However, in combination with that rune that I still had about 50% left on that rune allows me to give that Sange and Yasha kind of effect and slow the target's movement speed on every attack, which is really, really nice to be able to do. Not a lot of people are creeping. I just ran into Morgana and Jackson in the enemy force, so I'm running away. Currently running top past the Roshan-like spawn on the other side of the forest by the enemy there. His name isn't Roshan, but he's basically a Roshan-like creep. He's a really big worm, and he spits this big goo out, and he's always drooling a bunch of goo out of there. He does a lot of damage. He has 8,793 hit points, and conversely, at level 9, I have about 1,386. Not that many, but there's 2 heroes mid. I'm going to see if I can run back. My ultimate isn't up yet, so I'm not going to be able to do any stuns or disables here. I'm teamed up right now with Alistar, who's a few levels ahead of me, which is nice. He's got a stun and like a toss, or sorry, it's like a pushback ability. So if he can get behind them, he can push them towards us, basically. Again, using Flash, it's a good way to get positioning, and you could do that. I've tried playing him a few times. Oh, we got a stun. Let's see, and he just used Flash. We had a stun by our Rogue Mage on Jax, and then Jax used his Flash Blade to get out. We did get him pretty low, and I was able to get my 1 level of blood sent on him. However, I still don't run fast enough. Run speed is a big thing in this game. And generally, with the runes, I go with the runes that give me an increased run speed. However, since I've been playing around with this damage rune set, I opted for more damage-based runes rather than the ones that give me increased run speed. There is a Malphite here in the forest who's got 2 rune sets. I'm going to see if I can blink to him and start channeling. I did get him, but he used his leap kind of attack to run away. Now he's still able to run away. There's 3 there. We should be. Sorry, it's hard to talk. Jax, Malphite, and Morgana were mid, and Malphite, the enemy Malphite, was in a good position to where we could have ganked him. However, he ran backwards, and his teammates ended up supporting him in that. Our tower was almost dead, and there was really nothing I could do about it to stop it. In this game, there's no denies, so it's a little bit of a pain in the butt for the most part. I'm running here against the Singed character who's got an ability that... Oh, shoot. I just ran into a bad situation. I'm going to see if I can run back now. Half my teammates just died. And I got 4 people on me. Just ran into some goo. Increased run speed here. Let me use it. I was able to just use my damage and lifesteal ability to get the last hit on a Chrono guy who was in a very bad positioning. My teammates came in to back me up. The Alistar's running ahead of the Singed hero who's got a dot that he's trailing off behind him. I'm going to use this again, and I'll use my roar to allow my teammates to attack a little bit faster. Again, I don't have any disables, so there's not a lot I can do for this. The Singed hero is actually a very good tank, and he is a few levels above me. Jax is running in now to try to get a hit on me, and Singed is chasing me. I'm really low hit points here. I don't think I'll be able to survive it, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Starting to attack because I'm a lifesteal-based hero. Because there's a lower hit point hero around, I can run faster, which is nice. And I was able to make it out successfully. I'm going to go ahead and just run back instead of using my recall ability because I was close enough to the fountain where I can do that. And I haven't bought items in a long time because I've been talking. I have 2,800 gold, so I should be able to buy something nice. I'm going to buy the Bloodthirster, which is an item that costs 2,750 gold, so that's going to use most of it. Gives me an additional lifesteal plus damage, and I get some bonuses per lifesteal bonuses per kill, and if I die, I lose those bonuses. Nice item to have, I found, to get. Normally, if I was paying attention more to the items in my game, I wouldn't have taken so long to buy that item, and I probably would have bought some other items, make more trips to the fountain to get itemed up. Because I killed that Chrono guy, I was able to get the rune that he had on him, and it reset the cooldown on it. I have something that gives me increased mana regen and reduced cooldowns. It's a really nice ability. I'm going to try to run it behind right now and get the jump on these enemies here who are sticking around. Jax was just disabled, and I just ran in and got a kill on him. Sorry, I didn't get the kill. I got an assist because Rise used his ultimate, which does a lot of damage. Rise is the rogue mage, and he's got an ultimate that does a lot of damage based on his ability power. Now Singe is coming up, and he just gets disabled. I used my ultimate on him. Or sorry, not my ultimate. I used my lifesteal ability, but the Chrono guy just used his ultimate to save him. It's basically like a Aegis kind of effect. Gives him some hit points back. Minotaur's in there trying to kill him. Right, he's just a bad target to focus on, especially with that Chrono guy around. And I just took a lot of damage from the Chrono guy's refresh